Meet Captain Kelp and the Scuba Rangers.
Hey kids, we're here to teach you about snorkeling and scuba diving.
Learn to move through the water like Spinner the Dolphin. Stay out of trouble with Sergeant Major.
Always pay attention to your ranger leader and never hold your breath.
And master weightlessness with Puffer.
Look, I'm floating!
Don't be a hammerhead. Pay attention and follow the rules. Join the Scuba Rangers and explore a place like no other on Earth.
Hi, I'm Captain Kelp, and welcome to the Scuba Rangers. Until now, only adults were allowed to scuba dive. But thanks to the Scuba Rangers, kids like you can learn the same skills and techniques that adults do. Your Scuba Rangers kit includes this video, your Scuba Rangers workbook, and your Ranger log. Together, all these things will help you learn what you need to know about snorkeling and scuba diving.
This video and your Scuba Rangers workbook are separated into 6 really fun sections. In these sections, you will learn cool stuff about the Scuba Rangers program and Ranger Kit, snorkeling and the neat things about being a diver, scuba diving skills and equipment, pressure and what happens to your body when you go underwater, plants and animals that live underwater, and finally, other activities you can do in the Scuba Rangers Club. After each section in this video, there are fun activities and games that test your scuba knowledge, so grab a pencil and make sure to pay close attention. Now, learn more about the Scuba Rangers by reading page 1 in your workbook. When you go into a water environment, you will probably get colder faster than you would on the surface. A suit helps you stay warm in the water, and when you're warm, you have a lot more fun. Human eyes are different from fish eyes because your eyes are designed to function in air, not water. That's why you must bring a pocket of air with you when you go underwater. The best way to do this is by wearing a mask. Before you use a mask, you need to make sure it is clean. To keep your mask from fogging up underwater, rub a little bit of commercial anti-fog solution on the inside of the mask lens. Use a snorkel keeper to attach your snorkel to the left side of your mask, and when you put the mask on, adjust the strap so it is on the crown of your head. The mask strap should be snug, but not too tight. Now you're ready to put on your fins. The easiest way to do this is to sit on the ground and put one leg on top of the other so that your legs form the figure 4. It's pretty easy. Your snorkeling vest is the last thing you need to put on. Gently slip the vest over your head and adjust the straps so that it is snug. Tuck the strap ends away so they don't bother you while you're snorkeling. You've learned how to put on your equipment and you're looking good. Now when you learn how to use it, you can really have fun. Let's go snorkeling! Now you will learn how to enter the water using 2 different methods, the controlled seated entry and the step-in entry. Before you enter the water, remember to first fill your vest about half full with air so you don't sink. The controlled seated entry can be done off the side of the pool and is especially useful on a rocking boat. All you have to do is sit on the edge of the pool or platform, slowly turn around, and lower your body into the water. The second entry is called the step-in entry and is just as easy. Simply stick out one leg and step into the water. Once you hit the water, forcefully close your legs like a pair of scissors to help keep your head above the surface. After any entry, make sure you signal your leader that you are okay. Sometimes when you're snorkeling, water gets inside your mask, but that's okay because it's easy to get the water out. All you have to do is lift your head out of the water and dump the water out of the bottom of your mask.
Hey Rangers, my name is Spinner. Like you, dolphins are mammals and need to come to the surface to breathe air. I use my blowhole to breathe air in and spit water out. You can do the same thing by using a snorkel. Breathing through a snorkel may seem weird at first, but just relax, breathe normally, and pretend you're me. Watch out where you're aiming though. You never know who might be behind you.
Sea creatures vary in shape, size, and color, but the one thing they all have in common is the ability to move through the water really well. Because humans were not designed to live in water, we need a little extra help to move through it at a relaxed, comfortable pace. To help us, we use fins, much like a whale's fins. The flutter kick is the most popular kick used by divers. Keep your legs straight and kick from your hips and ankles. Stay relaxed and try not to bend your knees too much. When you are swimming or relaxing on the surface, keep your snorkeling vest inflated. This saves your energy and keeps your snorkel out of the water. But in order to dive underwater, you'll need to let the air out of your vest. The easiest way to get underwater is the head-first surface dive. First, take a big breath, then from a face-down position, bend at the waist and lift your legs above you. The weight of your legs will push you below the surface. Once your fins are under the water, you can kick to the bottom and explore. You may notice some pressure in your ears as you swim deeper. This is normal. To relieve the pressure, pinch your nose closed and gently blow. If you feel any pain at any time, do not swim deeper. Instead, go back to the surface and tell your ranger leader. They will help you to solve the problem. When you're ready to go back to the surface, look up and extend your left hand. This will help you to see and feel anything above you that you don't want to run into. Once you get back to the surface, keep your mask in place, blast or snorkel clear, and inflate your vest so you can float without the need to tread water.
I'm Sergeant Major. When you get tired or cold or simply want to stop, let your ranger leader know you're ready to get out of the water. Take your fins off underwater, one at a time, and hand them up to a helper, or place them on the side of the pool. Never climb a ladder with your fins on. Sand, mud, salt, chlorine, and debris can damage your equipment. So after you snorkel dive, be sure to wash your equipment in clean, fresh water. Then lay it out to dry.
Now that you have learned all about snorkeling, it's time to see how much you remember. Go to page 1-1 in your Scuba Rangers workbook, then play all the cool games at the end of the section. You should find that you are well on your way to mastering snorkeling and ready for the next step, scuba! Scuba diving requires a lot of special equipment so people can breathe and stay safe underwater. The equipment you will be using is exactly like the equipment adults use, but it's more your size. Together, all this equipment is called the Scuba Unit, and it's what lets you breathe underwater. Let's check out the pieces of equipment that makes up the Scuba Unit. The buoyancy compensator, or BC, is a lot like the snorkeling vest, except it's part of the Scuba Unit. The big difference between the BC and the snorkeling vest is that air can be automatically added to the BC by just pressing a button called the power inflator. Inflating the BC allows you to float comfortably with little effort, while deflating the BC allows you to control how fast you sink. With the right amount of air in the BC, you can weightlessly suspend yourself at any depth. The scuba cylinder, also called the tank, is where the air you breathe underwater is stored. The cylinder attaches to the BC to keep it in place on your back. On top of the cylinder is the valve. The valve allows you to turn the air on and off. The air delivery system is the piece of equipment that delivers air to you. The first stage of the air delivery system connects to the cylinder valve, and the second stage delivers air to your mouth. On the outside of the second stage is a button called the purge valve. Pressing the purge valve helps you to clear water out of the inside of the regulator so that it doesn't go into your mouth. Most divers have two second stage regulators. We call the main second stage regulator the number 1. The number 2 regulator is a backup. You only use the number 2 regulator if your number 1 regulator doesn't work, or if your buddy needs to share air with you. One of the neat things about the Scuba Unit is that 2 people can breathe off of the same cylinder at the same time. To help you prevent running out of air, you have a gauge attached to your cylinder that tells you how much air you have left.
So stay alert, Rangers, and check your air gauge often, or you'll be giving me 50 push-ups.
Now that we have seen the different parts of the Scuba Unit, let's learn how to put it together. It's really groovy.
First, check the little O-ring on the cylinder valve to make sure it is in place and not damaged. Next, stand behind the cylinder with the O-ring facing away from you and place the BC on the cylinder. Make sure the band is cinched tightly or the cylinder could fall out. If you need help, ask your ranger leader. They'll be happy to help. Now, attach the air delivery system. With the cylinder positioned in front of you, hold the number 1 regulator in your right hand and the first stage in your left hand. Connect the first stage to the cylinder valve. This will help ensure that your number 1 regulator hangs over your right shoulder. Don't tighten the regulator too tightly. Next, connect the inflator hose to the power inflator and make sure it is secure. Cool! Now the scuba unit is together and you can check it for leaks. It's really easy. Test each regulator by first gently exhaling, then inhaling. It should be easy to exhale and hard to inhale. If you can inhale air, there might be a leak, so notify your ranger leader. Now you're ready to turn the air on. Locate your air gauge and turn it away from you and others. Gently turn the valve to the left until it stops. Look at the gauge for your starting air pressure, then write it down in your ranger log. Make sure the BC is 1/2 to 3/4 full of air and put your scuba unit in the water. Be very careful and ask a ranger leader for assistance if the scuba unit is too heavy for you to move by yourself. Putting the scuba unit on is really simple. First, sit on the scuba unit and put your hands through the armholes. Now slide into the water. Voila! Your scuba unit is on. The only thing you have left to do is buckle the waist and chest straps and adjust the shoulder straps. Your ranger leader will help you with this. Breathing from the regulator is very easy. Put the regulator in your mouth and take normal, deep breaths. Most importantly, never ever hold your breath while scuba diving.
If you're going to be a scuba ranger, you have to obey this rule. Remember, never, ever hold your breath and always breathe normally. Holding your breath could seriously hurt you. So badly, you may never be able to scuba dive again.
Anytime the regulator is out of your mouth, it is likely that water will get inside of it. This is no problem though. After you put the regulator back into your mouth, simply blow hard and blast the water out, just like clearing the snorkel. There may be times when you do not have enough air in your lungs to blast the regulator clear. That's okay. All you have to do is lightly press the purge valve on the front of your regulator while putting it back in your mouth. But be careful not to press the purge valve too hard. Another cool skill to know is how to retrieve your regulator if it comes out of your mouth while scuba diving. All you need to do is reach behind you and locate the cylinder valve. Follow the valve to the regulator hose and move your hand down until you reach the regulator. It's really helpful to put the number 2 regulator into your mouth before you look for your number 1 regulator so that you can still breathe while you're retrieving it. Every once in a while, water gets into your mask, so you need to know how to clear it. The easiest way to clear your mask is to gently press on the top with one or both hands and blow forcefully through your nose as you look up at the surface. This will force the water out of the bottom of your mask. Don't worry if you don't get all the water out right away. It may take more than one try to clear your mask. Once you get really good at mask clearing, it's fun to make it harder by taking your mask all the way off before clearing it. When it's time to get out of the water, you will want to remove your scuba unit first. To do this, unbuckle the BC's chest and waist straps first. Next, remove the BC. Ask a ranger leader to help you take the scuba unit out of the water. Disassembling the scuba unit is just as easy as assembling it. First, turn the air off. Now, purge the system by gently pressing the purge valve on the number 1 regulator. Disconnect the inflator hose from the power inflator and remove the air delivery system from the cylinder. Remove the BC from the cylinder and lay the cylinder down. Next, drain the water from the BC by holding the inflator hose down while pressing the oil inflator button. You'll need to rinse your BC and the rest of your equipment in clean, fresh water. When rinsing your number 1 and 2 regulators, be careful not to press the purge valves. If you do, water may enter the system and damage the inside.
Scuba diving is lots of fun! To be sure you have the most fun possible, remember to breathe normally. Never hold your breath. Never go into the water unsupervised. And pay attention to your ranger leader.
If you ever get cold or tired, you feel sick or you just want to get out of the water, be sure to tell your ranger leader. They'll be more than happy to help.
Now, open your Scuba Rangers workbook to page 2-1 and read about scuba equipment, scuba skills, and do lots of fun games and activities. Entering the water with the Scuba Unit on is similar to entering the water with snorkeling equipment, except that the Scuba Unit is heavier and harder to balance. Both the controlled seated entry and step-in entry can be used. Your ranger leader will help you the first few times while you are learning.
Hey, I'm Puffer the pufferfish, and when I freak out, I puff up with air. Don't be like me, stay in control. The best way to do this is to master your buoyancy. All you have to do is add air to your BC or remove air until you're hovering in the water like an astronaut in space. This is called neutral buoyancy. Don't get discouraged if you don't get the hang of buoyancy control right away. Just like everything else, it takes practice.
Another really fun skill to practice is sharing air. This is when two divers breathe air from one cylinder. It's good to know this skill because if you, your buddy, or another diver ever runs out of air underwater, you'll know what to do. If you need air, give the Let's Share Air signal to your buddy. Your buddy will locate their number 2 regulator and give you their number 1 regulator to breathe from. Your buddy will put the number 2 regulator into their mouth and clear it. Make sure you check to see if your buddy is okay by giving the OK signal. Now, take hold of each other's BC using your right hands. This helps keep you together and makes communication easier. Thousands of fish and creatures live in the oceans. Scuba divers are lucky because we get to see and take pictures of all these really cool things that live underwater. Underwater photography is not hard. In fact, if you have good buoyancy control and love to take pictures, it's very easy.
Marine life is different all over the world. Along the Pacific coast where I come from, you might see whales, seals, and large kelp forests. In the Caribbean, where Sergeant Major is from, you might see coral reefs, pufferfish, and maybe even Sergeant Major himself.
Other creatures that may be encountered while diving include squid, octopus, lobsters, crabs, and urchins. Many animals that live in the ocean can hurt you, but most won't unless they feel they are being threatened or think you are food. Sharks are not the vicious killers that TV shows and movies make them out to be. In fact, sharks are very important to the balance of life in the oceans. Most sharks usually only attack animals and marine life that are hurt. But if an animal defends itself, the shark will swim away. All sharks should be treated with respect. Believe it or not, these fierce-looking barracuda are actually very gentle and curious creatures. They are common in warmer waters and may be found traveling alone or in large groups. When you go snorkeling, leave your jewelry at home because barracudas are attracted to shiny objects and might mistake your fingers for food. Eels are shy creatures that try to avoid confrontation whenever possible. They live in holes in coral and rock, rarely showing more than their head. So don't stick your hand in dark holes or an eel might think it's something to eat. Jellyfish are super cool creatures. Many of them can sting, but only a few of them can really hurt you. If you or someone you are with suffers from a marine animal sting, clean the injured area with soap and clean fresh water and apply antiseptic to avoid infection. If the sting gets worse or hurts really bad, the injured individual should see a doctor as soon as possible.
Not all animals are as friendly as Spinner here. So a good rule of thumb is to look but not touch.
Check out sections 3 and 4 in your workbook. You'll find all kinds of games and cool info about pressure, your body, and plants and animals that live in the sea. Wow, it doesn't seem like we've covered as much information as we have, but time flies when you're having fun. In this session, Scuba Rangers practice all of the skills they've already learned in the red, white, and blue Ranger sessions. Plus, you get to learn the last new skill. It's underwater Scuba Unit removal and replacement. The neat thing is, you already know how to do the skill on the surface, but it's a lot more fun underwater. When performing this skill, remember to first unbuckle your waist and chest straps and loosen the shoulder straps. Remove your arm from the armholes one at a time, starting with your left arm. Don't start with your right arm first, or you will pull the regulator out of your mouth and you won't have any air. Place the Scuba Unit in front of you, and when you are ready, put it back on. Put your right arm through the right armhole in the BC and then the left. The cylinder will want to float up, so if you hold on to the bottom of it with your right hand, it will help you to get your left arm in easier. Don't forget to fasten and adjust your straps. Don't think the fun is over yet, because in the Scuba Rangers, the fun never ends. In this session, you also get to make invitations for your family and friends to invite them to the next session, Demo Rangers. The Demo Ranger is when you get to show off all of the skills that you have learned. You and your group will decide what skills each of you will perform for the Demo Ranger session. But don't worry, because you get to choose the skills that you want to do. You have worked hard to earn the right to be a Scuba Ranger, and the Demo Ranger session is your opportunity to strut your stuff for your family, friends, and each other.
Go Rangers!
Congratulations, Scuba Ranger, you've made it! But the Demo Ranger session is only your first step into the Scuba Rangers Club, and it's your gateway to begin your lifetime of diving adventure. In the next section, you will see all the great things that you can do in the Scuba Rangers Club. And after that, be sure to check out Section 5 of your workbook. The Scuba Rangers Club is a nationally recognized club that offers scuba rangers like you the opportunity to learn about new and exciting Scuba Rangers activities and events. You can even attend meetings at your local Scuba Rangers Club chapter to increase your diving skills, knowledge, and experience. Some Scuba Rangers clubs offer rangers activities beyond the water. Your club might include activities such as field trips to the local aquarium or museum, and you get recognition for it. Just be sure to record it in your ranger log. Your club may also offer specialty nights where you can learn how to use new equipment, meet local rescue teams, and practice all of your aquatic skills. Your ranger log has a place to record each event you attend, like this one. Some clubs offer the Civics Ranger specialty. In the Civics Ranger specialty, you get to interact with your community, demonstrate your skills to other children and adults, be active with other non-diving and diving activities, and be a positive role model for other children. The best part is that you are getting recognized for having fun. The more you do, the more cool things you get to show off to your friends and family.
We sure had loads of fun with you, and there's no doubt about it. We are really happy you're a Scuba Ranger. So continue the fun with us in the Scuba Rangers Club. Great job, Scuba Ranger. We hope to see you in the Scuba Rangers Club soon.
For more information about the club, talk to your ranger leader, local Scuba Rangers Club chapter, or Scuba Rangers headquarters.
Remember, never, ever hold your breath.